Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here for week 3 of the DDL. I, of course, am the coach of the Church of Chiyu, Scooteezy, and this week we are going up against Geordi and the Lumiose Lanturns. Now, before we get into Geordi's team here and talk about the matchup, I do just quickly want to talk about some house cleaning stuff. As you guys can see here, if you have watched the first 2 weeks, we have made some changes to the team. As a matter of fact, we actually did make 3. So, essentially, after last week, I learned one major flaw with my team. And that was basically water types. I only had one Pokemon that resisted, which was my Blastoise, and nothing that hit them for super effective damage. So I basically spent a couple of days after my match trying to just see if I could make any trades. Unfortunately, no one was really willing to budge. So I ended up deciding to drop my Ceruledge and I believe it was my Medicham in order to pick up the Mega Chestnut and the Alolan Raichu. Now, one, obviously this just gives me 2 Pokemon to hit them for super effective damage, the water types that is, but also to just give me a nice little resist. But I was also really looking for, you know, a second Fake Out Mon if I was going to drop my Medicham, but I also wanted a little bit of extra speed control, and that's where Raichu kind of comes in. I was looking to try to get one of the Rotoms, but unfortunately, none of the other trainers wanted to trade their Rotom, so I ended up going with the Raichu and the Mega Chestnut. And then you'll also see we actually have a Palafin here. Now, this one was really interesting. NumbNexus decided that he wanted to drop his first overall pick, which was his Palafin for a free agent. So I just said, you know what? My Orthworm hasn't really done anything all season. I dropped it. I picked up the Palafin. I'm like, you know what? Palafin's a good Pokemon, right? Especially in Draft, especially if you can set it up. And I certainly have the pieces to do that. I have Fake Outs. I have, you know, Intimidate. I have Pivots. You know, I think I have a team that can enable a Palafin. So very, very happy for us to pick that up this week. So very, very curious to see how that will play out in the later parts of the season. But anyway, going back to Geordi. So, obviously, coming into this week, we are 0-2, right? We haven't had the best start to the season. I will admit that. We are hoping this week that we can change that around. But Geordi's team, honestly, on paper, is very scary. And, you know, we go back to talking about me struggling with water types. Geordi has Basculegion, and he has Mega Gyarados. So, 2 Pokemon that are very, very scary. But I do think the Mega of choice this week is likely to be that Kangaskhan. This Kangaskhan, I do think, will be a major, major thorn in my side. Basically, Kang plus Farig is pretty hard for me to deal with on lead. It also has access to things like Ice Punch, which can really mess up my Garchomp. One of the best ways to deal with my Garchomp, of course. And yeah, this team overall, obviously, very, very scary. You guys actually kind of can't see it. My head's kind of in the way, but behind my head, there is an Excadrill as well. So this week, I am very, very scared of what Geordi can bring. I do think the Basculegion will come into me. I do think Gyarados will come, probably in base form. I think Kang will come. I think the Sand Mode comes, and I think Farig comes. Which is also kind of crazy, because I think there's definitely a world where also the Clef and the Rotom also come. And while I don't think Salazzle or Conk come, Salazzle is the fastest Pokemon in the matchup, you know, so there is a world there where I do think the Salazzle potentially comes, just because it outspeeds my team. But yeah, Geordi's team is very, very scary. It was very, very tough for me to prep for it this week, but you know, I've done my best, and I hopefully will be able to do it with the team I'm about to show you. So guys, to kick us off this week, of course, we have none other than the first overall pick in the draft, our Mega Eternal Floette. Now, after looking back at last week's games, I realized one major flaw with the team, or the way in which I kind of approached the matchup, and that was I just didn't try to enable the Floette. And obviously my opponent had Mega Scarm, which is very, very scary for the Floette. But I think with the combination of Intimidate and Fake Out, I probably could have easily, you know, used my Floette to even beat down that Mega Skarmory. So that was one thing in hindsight where I was like, oh, I definitely should have done that. You know, it is what it is. Heading into this week, when I originally started prepping for this, I looked at the Excadrill and was just like, Floette's not going to be good this week. But then I kind of looked at everything else and I'm like, Floette with support's really, really good. And that is why in front of you guys, you can see we have the Moonblast, we have the Dazzling Gleam, and we have the Giga Drain. Now, we'll kind of talk about the Giga Drain a little bit later in the video, or in the, I guess, the breakdown of the team. But Geordi does have a bunch of Pokemon that are, you know, weak, or, you know, at least, you know, will take a lot of damage from Giga Drain. It's definitely a great way to, you know, one-shot things like the Basculegion, like potentially a Mega Gyarados. Obviously, if they're Mega, I could Moonblast, but, you know what I mean. And then also the Hippo, right? There's a lot of Pokemon on Geordi's team that don't like the grass coverage. And because of that, I decided to go with Giga Drain this week over the Draining Kiss. Of course, we also have the Garchomp. This is another Pokemon that I honestly have just been underusing. And again, it's one of those mons I look back at and I'm like, why didn't I just bring this mon more? Like, Garchomp is just a really good mon, right? Like, this is just... I picked this with my second pick. I've underutilized it. So this week we are running, of course, our Garchomp. Now we are tech to outspeed potential Mold Breaker or, you know, Sash Jolly Excadrill out of Sand. But of course we are Mega Garchomp, which means if my opponent does opt to go the Sand mode this week, we do have a Garchomp with double Ground plus Rock Slide. Basically meaning I can also abuse the Sand they have as well, which I do think could be pretty damn good this week. Then we also have our Tauros, right? Obviously this is the first Pokemon that can hold an item on the team. and this is a Choice Scarf Tauros. Pretty simple, honestly. Like, Tauros is really good for me. It obviously is a Pokemon that is weak through ground-type moves, but again, we'll kind of get into that later with one of our other mons. I do have a nice little combo that I think could work for me this game. But Choice Scarf Tauros, I do think, once again, is very good. My opponent's team is also quite weak into Intimidate, and I'm also potentially expecting that Jolly Basculegion this week as well with a Choice Scarf. If my opponent does opt for Jolly Choice Scarf Basculegion, I do think having the Tauros here is going to be very, very good. The close combat is really good. I did some calcs into, like, max HP Kang. Basically, if he has no defense investment, but he's max HP, there's a chance he lives it, but it's in my favor. It's like a 70% roll to KO Mega Kang with close combat, which is pretty good. Obviously, Flare Blitz is just a great stab. And then we also have Rock Tomb as well on this set, just to help us out with a little bit of speed control if needed. And then Wild Charge as well for that Gyarados, because I do think Gyarados will come. Gyarados is good into a lot of my team, especially, obviously, this, and of course, the Garchomp. Then we have the Chestnut. Chestnut set this week was a bit interesting. I'm honestly not sure if I bring this, right? Again, Geordie does have a really, really cheeky Trick Room mode, right? We could see something like a Focus Sash or a Citrus Berry Basculegion paired up with, like, Mega Kang for Rig, which could be really, really problematic for me, I think. And that is why we do have this set here on the Chestnut. We do have the Grassy Terrain as well, which really helps out a lot with some of those potential Earthquake spams. Obviously, have to be careful of that ourselves if we do opt to go for a Garchomp mode. We also have the Grassy Glide, which can be really good for picking up priority KOs onto the Basculegion in the late game. Also, as well, you know, mentioning the Grassy Terrain with the Giga Drain, it just buffs up Floette, right? That's a big reason why I wanted to run this as well. Then we have Sword Stance Drain Punch, opting for no Protect on this mon, and that's honestly because I think I should hopefully be in positions where if Chestnut is on the board, it is just not the threat, or the main threat at least. I'm hoping if I have it on the board, it'll be next to something like a Floette or a Garchomp, and, you know, Geordie potentially, you know, disrespects it or just ignores it. Maybe I get up an SD, you know, you Drain Punch something, yada, yada, yada. This Pokemon has a really good matchup. And one of the funny things as well, this Pokemon, like, it's so stupid with max HP. A Last Respects does, like, 80%, which, like, seems like a lot, but it's, like, sorry, this is a maxed out Last Respects as well, by the way, 200 base power. So, yeah, to live in Adaptability, 200 base power, Last Respects, I think was kind of silly, but, you know, I'm excited to have this one on the team. It's nice to finally have a Grass type on the team. Then we have a Sparthrower. This week, once again, now, you'll see the set here. I'm not actually sure if I will pass out any Calm Minds this week. I actually think this might be a simple Reflect and Lumina Crash week, because I do think Sparthrower does get targeted down on lead if it's there. And I really don't think I'm going to be able to set it up. But I do think Intimidate plus Reflect is very, very good this week for my Floette. It basically just means, like, you know, like, again, I'm EV to live things like an Iron Head, right, without Intimidate. Because of that, if I do have a Reflect and I do have a Intimidate, all of a sudden that Iron Head that wasn't a carry before, all of a sudden isn't a two-shot, right? And then you factor in things like Grassy Terrain, potentially, Giga Drains, that kind of stuff. It can make the counters to my Floette not be able to break it quick enough. And that's kind of what I'm hoping for. And I do think just in general, a Sparthrower is just really, really good at just baiting attacks. Like, people want to get rid of it. So if I have a Sparthrower on the board, say, next to something like, say, a Tauros, then people will be like, oh, aim the Sparthrower up, and then Tauros gets off, like, 2 close combats, right? So that's not too bad there. Obviously, Luminicarish Reflect. We do have Baton Pass and Calm Mind. Again, this is just like, you know, potentially get into a position where maybe I do have the space to click a Calm Mind. Or as well, one of the other things as well to consider is even just passing speed boosts over to the Garchomp. That's another big thing as well. Even into the Excadrill as well. As I mentioned, you know, my Garchomp is Tech 2 outspeed a Jolly Excadrill. And I think my Floette is Tech 2 outspeed a Adamant Excadrill. So basically, if a Sparthrower does get 2 speed boosts, it can pass it to either one of them, depending on what I figure out with speed tiers. And then from, yeah, there, it's just a Sparthrower, or whichever Pokemon I pass to can outspeed the Excadrill in Sand if needed, which is pretty fun. And of course, you know, Calm Mind, right? Just great. Great move to have there in the last slot. And then finally, Vivillon. Now, I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't know what my spread does. I guess, like, a bit of a spoiler. I built this team, like, 7-8 days ago, something like that. I was preparing for Melbourne. I actually finished that today, so I do apologize if I'm yawning or I seem tired. I just played 2 days of Regulation I, and now I'm back here. I'm exhausted, but it is what it is. I forget why I had the bulk. I think it was to live 1 attack and Sandstorm Chip. What attack it was, I've got no idea. But yeah, this week we are going with the Friend Guard. We have the Protect, Pollen Puff, Tailwind, and Rage Powder. Tailwind just to give me that option of speed control. Obviously, Protect and Rage Powder are just great. And then Pollen Puff is interesting because, again, if I can get my Floette behind screens with Intimidate, obviously you give it Friend Guard as well. You can heal out with Pollen Puff, which is pretty good. But this is also like my only move that actually hits for Rig for super effective. And I was like doing some calcs. It's like even like timid max on this model, like whatever stat I have here, I can still do like 70% to like for rigs if they aren't Spadef, which again, I'm expecting Spadef against my team, right? They're obviously going to try to live things like Moonblast, but the fact that I could probably two-shot it with Pollen Puff or like, you know, pick it up from half HP if it's taken chip, I do think it's pretty cool. But yeah, first week we brought Viv, which is kind of crazy considering it was my 4th pick, and we are only in week 3, but yeah, we do have it this week, obviously, pairing up with the Floette, the Garchomp. So I'm pretty excited, but yeah, look, that's the team. I've got no idea how this week's going to go. As I mentioned, my prep certainly wasn't as probably as good as it should have been, but I am hoping that I can get up a Reflect and Floette can do its thing and carry the game. But anyway, guys, that's the team. I'll message Geordie and we'll jump into some games. All right, Geordie is ready. We are here. Let's see what they have, because I'm really interested to see what they bring here. So my head's in the way. It's a Gyarados there at the bottom. So the Clef does come. Oh, okay. So no sand. Interesting. So could be a Scarf Excadrill this week. All 3 Megas did come. That's good. That means only one of them can Mega. So we are doubling up there. No Farig is interesting. I don't know if I want Chestnut in a... Oh, bro, Chestnut actually is like so good into everything but Clef, actually. So the lead I was most scared of was actually... So I'm going to go with what I originally wanted. I don't know if I mentioned it in the intro, but this was the original plan. Basically, the only way I could see that Geordie could KO my Espathra on turn 1 was a combination of... I think it was like Wave Crash and Fake Out. But with Intimidate and Friend Guard, they don't get that, which allows me to get off my Reflect. And at +1 speed, I should outspeed everything besides a potential Scarf Excadrill. So this week's this is definitely scary. I will say though, the lack of Hippo does make me kind of question my Giga Drain now, because that was a big reason why I had the Giga Drain. It was like that was like the one mon I needed the Drain for to pick up a KO. But look, we'll see. Moonblast is still OP. Giga Drain's still probably really nice for picking up this Basculin Legion. So the good news is though, no Trick Room. That was the one mode that I was really worried that Geordie would kind of get me with, but we'll see. So, oh my god, what are those names? Okay, I think this is actually not bad at all for me, right? We get the old Intimidate off there. Is there? Oh wait, is he about to just? I think he's about to Mega EQ here. Oh, wrong one. That could have been really bad. We got our Intimidate down at least, which is good. Okay, he's going to take out the Drill. Okay, this is not bad for us. Oh, Scary Dose. Okay, gets the Intimidate onto my 2 specials. That's not bad at all for me. And he is going to go Mega. Okay. I think Floette eats a Moonblast here. No, it's actually probably an Air Slash, I just realized. Not Floette, sorry. The Vivi here. Reflect goes up. The good news is, though, Carmine feels kind of safe right now. Moonblast. Vivi holds that. Damn, okay. That's the special attack on... Oh, it's a crit. Okay, okay. Sash goaded. We're fine. We're chilling. We get the little boost there, which is good. Honestly, can you KO me here with a double? Probably not. I'm happy to just go Calm Mind here and Protect. And then I can either go Rage Powder or just Pollen Puff next turn. The Gyarados, I mean, I guess the Gyarados is probably support, right? It could just taunt me here. But honestly, I don't even hate if it taunts me, because I just start attacking next turn if that's the case. Like, behind, like, Light Screen with Friend Guard, I can just, like, side Pollen Puff and just start going crazy, I think. It's kind of what I was saying earlier about, like, I don't think a Espathra has to pass the boosts. Friend Guard, Reflect, Calm Mind, yeah, it makes me pretty tanky, I guess. I reckon we see, like, a Taunt Moonblast left here, if I'm being completely honest. That's fine, I think. Unless he's got, like, Raw. Okay, Scary Dose goes the Ice here. That's fine, honestly. Like, we have our 1 speed boost. It's okay. The Moonblast special attack drop is actually the one I don't want to see here. Okay, that was pretty respectable damage, I'm not going to lie. I reckon we can keep a Sparthra around a couple extra turns here. Which Mon do I want to get rid of? It's probably just Big Clef, isn't it? I think we just side Pollen Puff here. Like, yeah, Icy Wind can pick us up, but it's fine. We get the Intimidate back out. I think next turn, I think we sack our Viv here. We go Tauros, and then we Party and Blitz. Okay, follow me. This is, oh, wait. Does that... That's going to redirect the Pollen Puff. But that, again, that's actually probably not bad for us, I think. Okay, so that just did 27, which means our next one should do at least 50. How much does... I don't think Pollen Puff is going to put this in range, sadly. Yeah. Okay, it's Raw. That's fun. I think it makes a lot of sense, right? That they was going to bring Raw. Okay, this is actually probably really good for me now, right? Because the fact that I lived means I just start sending it now. Because that Clef's at -2. I think Gleam definitely KOs this. We also have a late game Reflect as well, which is going to be really nice for us, I think. Knowing that Gyarados has Roar is really important too, I think. Protect, okay. He's just going to Roar me again. Potentially Icy, actually, trying to get the speed control here. That would make a lot of sense, I think. That's really good damage. That's probably Moonblast range then. Yeah, he goes Icy. That makes sense. I mean, this kind of just gives me an in back into a Sparthra, though, and I think I can just go... I reckon I can go a Sparthra here and just Calm Mind Gleam, and it feels pretty safe. Like, we still have our Citrus in check here. I think a Sparthra is looking kind of icy here, I'm not going to lie. I mean, if Lumina Crash did 27 at +1, Gleam should still get it, right? Yeah, I think this is my last turn of Reflect as well, I think. Definitely worth keeping in mind, because I think when Excadrill eventually hits the board, I think I swap Floette out and Reflect again, probably. Good news is, though, we do have the Tailwind advantage here, which is nice. We get the boost. The question is, what does my opponent do here? If he lives this Gleam, actually, it's probably bad, but I feel like Gleam should KO at -2. Oh, okay. I kind of maybe threw there. Actually, we're fine, right? I mean, yeah. The Moonblast is going to hurt a Sparthra here, but... Oh, okay, actually. That's fine. Oh, it's a crit, okay. I was wondering how that did so much. I lose my Reflect, but that's okay. I mean, we're -2. How many turns left on my Tailwind here? 2. I could always just go Giga Drain for a little healing, but I don't know if I want to reveal it yet. I think we just keep attacking, and then I'll Reflect the turn the drill hits the board, I think. Because it's probably just going to be Follow Me Clef here. Sorry, Protect Clef, right? Yeah. Beautiful. They're gonna go back to drill now? Yeah. I think we just go Tauros now and we, Is it Reflect or is it Crash? I think it's Reflect, because what we can do next turn is go Crash right and CC left. I should have the speed advantage. Get the Intimidate down, that's beautiful. Follow me, great. It's exactly what I wanted. Go Reflect. Yeah, beautiful. So now he's -1, I have Reflect. EQ. We should tank this pretty comfortably on both Mons. Barring a crit, of course. Yeah, easy. That's not even a 2-shot on Tauros, which is huge, actually. We lose our Tailwind, but that's fine still. So CC now. This is the turn. Oh, is it CC? What's last Mon? Do we know yet? We don't know last Mon. I'm gonna... nah, it's definitely Basque, right? Do I ever call it here? It's definitely the Basque Legion. Please tell me I got that off. I felt like the game lagged so much as I was trying to click that. Beautiful. Okay. Awesome. So, they actually would have given me the double up there, which sucks. But we're going to get the Baton. We're going to get the Rock Tomb here. Because I think we're behind Reflect, right? With Intimidate. There's no world where I lose my Floette here, right? I just realized, is the problem here that... Does Floette go down to an Aqua Jet, maybe? Yeah, I didn't think this through. I go down to Aqua Jet. Okay, I shouldn't have ever... I mean, he crits, which sucks, but... this was a throw, I think. Yeah, I could have just gone... I got too fancy. Man, I keep doing this every week. I could have just gone, like, Lumina Crash CC... And then, like, it's protect and pivot and sack, and then I get Tauros back, yeah. Well. I mean, I pray that Jet carries me here. Not Jet, sorry, the other one. I pray that, he's just not Jet, but I don't think this is good. Yeah, I think I've thrown here. He just Jets me and carries me through Reflect. If I get the Giga Drain off, then fantastic, but I highly doubt it, right? I can't believe... Oh! It lived. I need +2. But that gives me enough health to play the game, at least. We get to see V Scarf here as well, which is cool. It is, okay. So it's Choice Scarf. He outsped me. So, okay, we got to see how much we take here. Because I have to Dazzle, Iron Head, what's that doing to me? I mean, Giga might actually get me out of range here. How many turns on my... I have 2. I mean, it has to be Drain, Drain. Drain now. Drain last turn. Moonblast. Yeah, I think it actually might even just be Drain, Drain, Drain. I don't think I live the Iron Head, though. If my quick math is correct, I took like 65 there, so I don't think I live this. Damn, dude. If that Basque went down there, it would have been huge. But I think I got too fancy anyway. There was no reason for me to make those plays I made. I was in a good spot. Yeah, okay. Unfortunate. I got lost in the sauce there. So it is Choice Scarf Basque, which is good to know. I mean, that crit also really sucks as well, right? Because if I don't get crit, then I would have been alive. I could have Rock Tombed, but I mean, it is what it is, right? I think it was still a bad play anyway there. It's fine. We go next one. How do I adapt to that? It was a pretty bad Garchomp matchup, sadly, too. Running double flying makes it really rough. There's always the option of Chestnut. Like, Chestnut late game against those two would have been sick, actually. Is it Mega Chess at all? No Farik does mean I kind of pop off, right? I reckon we swap Viv out this game for Chestnut, and then if we find the opportunity to Mega it, we Mega it. Because, unfortunately, I don't think Chomp comes, right? Into Mega Clef, Rotom, and Gyarados, potentially. It's, like, too hard to bring. Damn, it actually feels kind of bad that I can't bring the Chomp here, but... I know, I feel like I kind of threw that, right? Like... That turn I Baton Pass, that should have just been, like, Lumina Crash CC, always. Like, always. There was no reason not to. Like, don't get me wrong, the endgame was probably still going to be really rough, but, like... I probably protect Sack, get Taurus back in, Wild Charge. We're feeling okay. But the bad thing is we didn't kill Drill, so I don't know what's item. It could have been Sash, and I didn't proc it, so I don't know. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I wonder if I ever make the call that on that Gyarados pivot with the Wild Charge, because I still haven't shown it yet. I just realized too, the issue with this play is I actually don't have a, I don't actually have a switch into Moonblast. I have to get rid of the Clef. Maybe that's what I do, actually. Maybe I just, like, double Clef turn one and put so much pressure on it that Chestnut hits the board and just starts setting up. Because Blitz Lumina, I'm probably trading at least one Mon, but at least I, oh, okay, this is going to be Kang. So this was actually the lead I was afraid of in game one. So the issue here is I needed... Honestly, this is Chestnut, and this is Reflect. And we pray. So, I'm pretty sure this is in my favor to live, but I needed Frangard to guarantee it. If he goes Mega Fake Out and he's Adamant Wave Crash, I could be in trouble here. But losing Icy for a second Intimidate's not bad, because then I can just set up and Chestnut becomes my win condition. Yeah, there it is, okay. If this is Fake Out left, then I get Reflect Up and we're in a great spot. If I don't get Reflect Up, I get it next turn. As long as I survive, that is. The Fake Out. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. We live the attack now from Basque. Oh, he flipped it. Okay, this is actually a really good turn for me. That's actually not bad at all. Because do we care if it's Clef now? It's Gyarados, okay. Honestly, I don't actually hate putting pressure on the Gyarados right now. I'm just gonna dance here. And just Lumina Crash. I don't know what the... Like, Kang might have Ice Punch, which could be really problematic. But also, like, we're kind of Bing chilling. Maybe. So that next one should do 50, which is good. Okay, it's just Double Edge into me. Ooh, okay, I'm gone. That's a gone Mon right there. Alright, so plans changed. Oh, he gets the taunt off too. Damn, okay. I don't get my SD. Okay. Honestly, this isn't like the end of the world for me. I haven't Mega'd yet. Like, if he gives me the Drain Punch, he gives me the Drain Punch. We just keep the pressure on the Gyarados right now. I kind of wish I Drain Punched that turn now, but I mean, I thought they would have targeted the Aspar through here. Maybe he actually just thinks I've left my Floette at home here. Okay, they're gonna give me the Crash. Double Edge. Okay. I mean, targeting Chestnut, I think's fine for me, right? Like, yeah, I'm probably about to get roared, but Like, do we care? That's torn, okay. I'm just attacking right now. At least we get the Intimidate out now too, which is really good. What could last Mon be? It's got to be Excadrill, right? Which means I probably don't want to go for the Wild Charge. I mean, because the thing here is, right, if I CC left... I think I just got to stop overthinking it. I'm getting too lost in the sauce here. Let's just do the obvious play. It's going to be Basque. Yeah, I mean, that's fine, right? Like, I don't want to overread it in that situation. But, like, if I went Wild Charge right there and attacked left... I mean, that's fine, yeah. How many turns left on this Taunt? I got 1 on Reflect, 2 on Taunt. Okay, I mean, there's always the pivot. I feel like pivoting Taurus here is so obvious. And I just gotta put pressure on Basque right now. This is definitely rough now. Not getting that Drain Punch Chimp has actually, like, really hurt me. Okay, and the Fake Out comes out, that's fine. Crit doesn't matter. Like, if he's Wave Crashed my left slot here, it's gone. I think if he last respected right here, I live. That only did 29, which is a bit of a problem. Wave Crash, okay. Locking into Wave Crash is not bad for me, though, actually. Actually, does that put him in range all of a sudden? What did we say the last one did? 29. That should now be in a range of me, right? I'm pretty sure I KO left here with Bass. Sorry, with the, with Icy here. We get to test the speed here as well. This is certainly not looking great for me, but we do have Floette in a position that could win us the game, maybe. Yeah, I was going to say that was likely just going to get pulled out there. It's okay. That's what we expected. Getting that to -2 is really clutch. Yeah, this is really rough. There's just a lot of offensive pressure on me right now. Not having Vivillon this game's really hurt me too. Oh, the Sucker into Sparthra. Huge. So that did 106. Okay. We live that with Reflect next turn, I think. Lumina Crash, which is big. Okay. Question is, do we ever KO here? Probably not, right? Big damage. He suckered, though. I think it's... I mean, I have to Reflect. I think I need both these mons to go down the same turn. I think it's... I think it's Moonblast and it's Reflect. I really hope he Sucker Punches me here. I mean, the Reflects... Okay. No Sucker sucks. Which means he... If I'm faster, I could have K'd Kang. Yeah, okay. So I am faster than both, which is... Oh my god, I KO'd the Drill. Is that a crit? Double edge. Do we hold? 102. Nah, we don't hold that. Damn, damn, damn. Oh! That's hard. That's hard. Okay, so... the +1 Giga didn't KO last game. I mean, he's definitely sucker punching. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. +1 Giga Drain. Nah. I mean, I know a Giga kills right now. But Last Respects is just... I have to target this and pray he goes Sucker Punch. I need him to Sucker Punch. If he Sucker Last Respects, I hold. I might heal out of range of the next one. Yeah, okay. Beautiful. Because I basically just needed Kang to not go down. Another crit, okay. It's only like 3 in the set. That's fine. 54. Last Respects. Oh, what a mon, dude. That did over 100. Okay, Floette may have put us in the backpack there. Okay, that... I mean, that should be fine now. That... Okay, okay. Floette the GOAT, boys. And we just... let's get another Giga Drain frag while we're at it, eh? So... what did we learn? Chestnut, was targeted a lot. It did okay. I win the game. That's good. That's good. We're kind of still in this. So I'm trying to think. I can't go Garchomp, right? There's no way I can go Garchomp in this set. I guess they only bought Gyarados that game though, right? Floette did a good job of pressuring, which I'll sorry, not Floette, the Espathra. He could go back to the game 1 mode here with Clef, which honestly I prefer the Clef mode I think than the Kang. The Kang does so much. I think we go back to the original plan. Honestly, I think if I just don't get fancy in game 1, I reckon I could have won that. That turn I baton passed, if I just attacked, like, if I just went Lumina Crash CC, it's probably chilling. I was probably chilling. I also haven't shown Wild Charge yet, but I also couldn't really safely pivot that game, so we'll see, we'll see. If he goes back to, like, the Gyarados line, Tauros with Wild Charge, sorry, not the Gyarados line, the Mega Clef line, that Wild Charge could go crazy if I get it in later in the game. Reflector's been kind of crazy on a Sparta though, I'm not gonna lie. I wonder, I think if he leads the same thing, I go aggro, I click CC. If he goes Kang Bask again, I think I just raw CC the Kang and just reflect. Because I don't think he gives me reflect again. But if I take the Kang, then the late game feels way better, I think. Alright, let's see, let's see. What do you got for me, Geordie? Okay. Back to the game 1 plan. Perfect. Great lead for me. Great freaking lead for me. I think we just stick to the plan here. We just go you. I'm just calm minding. I'm getting greedy here. I don't care. Because if he does go Gyarados, I Rage Powder, and then I attack. And then I attack again, I think. Sometimes greed is good, boys. What do you got for me? Do you ever Mega and click EQ here? Like, surely not, right? The worst part about this, too, is, like, I could have potentially just, like, doubled Clef if I had the Chestnut in the back. Yeah, okay, it's this one. Okay. This is fine. I think I just start attacking now. Which slot does he go after, though, is the big question here. Maybe I should have just attacked there. I don't know. Like, I feel like this is okay. Moonblast into what? Viv? Damn, the Viv hatred is crazy, this set. I just want to start putting pressure on that Gyarados, I think. I actually don't know which one of these mons is fast. I think it is the Gyarados off memory. I think it was like just Icy Wind. I wonder if he gives me the Wild Charge though next turn. It'd be kind of crazy if I get that. Yeah, okay, follow me. This is fine. I'm happy just to trade here. It's because they think I'm Sleep Powder. They're trying to Magic Bounce the Viv. I get it, I get it. 32 is not bad. We definitely take that. Because that'd be 64 next turn. I see, okay. That's fine. I'm happy for this trade. Because now, we show the tech. Do they ever follow me? I think they switch in this situation. I don't think they follow me here. Alright, Tauros. We've held it all set. They know I'm Rock Tomb, yeah? I don't think they I mean, I don't think they're scared about Rock Tomb this term, right? What do you got for me, Geordie? They won't follow me. I need this to KO. I don't think it does. I'll leave him on like 5 HP, I think. Unless I min-rolled last turn. Yeah, not even close, actually. Really good follow me. I'm assuming that he just roared my Espathra, which is honestly not the end of the world. Because I could always like protect, pivot Tauros back. Roar, yeah, okay. Honestly, I'm happy to take that trade. Like, we've gone 1 for 1, but I'm in a pretty okay position, I think. Because if I'm correct, it's going to be... Yeah, I was going to say it's going to be Drill Bask, and I don't know what he has in the back for them. Obviously, I can Wild Charge here. It's always Bask last, right? Can I KO... I think it's silly to throw away my Tauros right now. Especially when I'm in a spot position like this. There's no reason to do anything too dumb. Just, yeah. I mean, I know my Floette's faster than both, which means that my Espathra is too. I think he probably sacks Gyarados, right? I mean, that's probably the plan at least. If it's Icy, it's a little annoying, but I think we can still play. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because the issue with Icy is we don't get back to neutral speed this turn. It's going to be next turn with neutral speed. That should activate Citrus, which is good. Wild Charge, I think, is a pretty good endgame option for me right now. I think I'm actually happy if they target the Espathra here. Honestly, I think this is just... Moonblast, right? Because I think I just want as much damage onto Drill as possible. Like, the issue here is I don't have Intimidate and I don't have Reflector. But I think I'm okay. Because in order to deny Reflect right now, they have to double left. And even if they double Floette... That's why I'm so confused how I KO'd from like 80 last game. Was I crazy? Was there something that was... Oh, unless I... No, did I Lumina crash? I mean, I don't think either one goes down here. Okay, he taunts. That's fine. Because the thing is, though, I go back to neutral speed now, which means I can... what's it called? The right slot here. Because I'm neutral, I'm now faster, right? Yeah, he denied me there, but that's honestly fine. Yeah, it's just Dazzle here, I think. Yeah, he's going to protect. I mean, it makes sense. He's going to KO my Espathra now. Yeah, it's a good call by my opponent there, I think. This is going to put me in a tricky position, I think. Very, very tricky. Oh, wait, he went Icy. I'm back to neutral again. I think I have to get a Spathra off then, right? No Spathra, sorry, Floette. It all comes down to... this Gyarados... I think I had to aim Gyarados. I may have cooked this. Icy Wind's gonna... It's gonna slow me down too much. Yeah, I think... Because the issue is if he Icy Winds again this turn... Then he, what's it called? Puts me in like a really, really bad spot. Because then I'm not speed boosted. So like, yeah, I'm in an okay position, but it's not great. That's for sure. EQ, yeah. I mean, if he has water move, Tauros might go down here. I never got reflect back up. Oh my god. Was that a... That couldn't have been a crit, right? If he ices, it's game, I think. Okay, yeah, he waterfalled. I've lost, I think. Damn, dude. Because now it's going to be... Yeah, damn. What a play. I think... can I even say I lost it on the pivot? Sorry, the double into the drill. Man, Icy Wind Gyarados, what a threat, man. How do I win this? I mean, it's got to be last Mon Basque. Which means I'd have to, like, try to... I don't think there's a win con, is there? Like... Because he probably just protects and... I mean, my win con is not Basque. He probably just protects and Icy wins, right? Just trying to preserve Mons for his score. Nah, okay. He would have given me drill, damn. That's right. Oh, I don't even get the KO. Crazy. He just Iron Head wins? Yeah. Damn. GG. That Gyarados Taunt Icy played me in the end there. I think when he roared out the Espathra, it hurt me a lot more than I thought it was going to. Like, losing those speed boosts, like, I was just never able to get him back. But, I mean, GG to Geordie there. Trying to think what I could have done different. Like, I guess it was, like, that turn I reflected. I probably just had to attack, right? But, I mean, GG, they played really well. Obviously, a super hard matchup, right? Having, like, the flyers, right? Like, ruins my Garchomp. Having the drill makes it really hard to play the Floette as well there. But yeah, GG. It's kind of unfortunate because I think if I went... I was going to say, if I went back to Chestnut, like maybe I was in a better spot. But again, the Gyarados was such a problem for me there. But I mean, look, GG to Geordie anyway. Fantastic games. Unfortunately, we do now drop to 0-3. But I think we're actually still a chance at playoffs. I think I can make it at... I think it's 4-3 or maybe like 4-4 or something like that. I can make it. So we're still a chance. Gotta lock in now, I guess. But yeah, GG Geordie, well played. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.